Back to another video slash discussion video. So I was looking at a recent video, and I, if you guys don't know, I haven't been playing a lot of Fortnite recently. uh, I played a couple days ago, uh, but some people I noticed like there's something really interesting I want to talk about. All right, so the reason why I notice like sometimes when I play video games nowadays, I don't really find like gaming that motivated really interesting because nowadays people are so used to these updates coming and going. Like for instance, like any game like Rocket League, Fortnite, Overwatch, or any other games that I talk about, just like from general uh, because I find these because these updates are just so like they're so you know you already you played the game, right? You already know what's gonna happen next. Like there's always an update, right? The like for instance Fortnite just like dinosaurs, right? Oh my god, there's dinosaurs coming to Fort like and a lot of people say back they're like see it's not because of the pandemic or anything like that, or like the COVID-19 or anything. Like we're talking about like specifically gaming side of things. Gaming itself hasn't been that overwhelming. Uh, I notice like a lot of times when I like a lot of people like to play like games like Horizon or Horizon Zero Dawn. I noticed that my brother really wants to. If there was a way to get yourself transported to like have your mind inside of another, inside the game, like in a game, would be an MMO kind of style. Because I believe that MMOs are starting to get really popular. Like for instance, Minecraft, right? Minecraft is a pretty popular game, but it's just like would you rather have like I don't know how to explain it. I mentioned this yesterday in a few days ago, where I said, what about like a some kind of like VR where you basically like what I didn't really mention about this. What if there was a way to have a VR headset, like some kind of mindset where you put it on, right, or like glasses, or whatever. You put it on, and then you go lie down, and you don't have to do anything. You like your subconscious is like transported to that game, and you're playing it as that character. Like in VR, you can't really you're still moving around, but if do you want to wear like these big giant goggles? No, like the it would be kind of really cool to see something like that in the future, right? Be able to because see the gaming side of things have like they have slowed down quite a bit. Uh, like Call of Duty or Fortnite or Overwatch or League of Legends. Like gaming hasn't been that popular because of 2021 and 2020, right? Where like people are waiting for a new way to play games because and nowadays like you're used to playing keyboard, you're used to playing controller, you're used to all of this, used to playing like everyone's so used to this because they've been playing it for a really long time, like since 20 like when Fortnite was out, right? it was it was about like 2018. It reached a really high peak at like 16 million. Now in 2020 they got 32 million players playing right now. That's insane. That's pretty incredible. But gaming it still will still be around, but it's just like when you play the game, you're not really playing as that character. You're just playing. You're just using like a keyboard, a mouse, or whatever you're using. Even like a little stick or something like that. I wish that gaming would be more like oh my god, I'm experiencing something really cool, but you can't because it's it's not as fun as it used to be. Like things would start getting more popular as years go by, but we want a new set of experience. VR, I feel like VR is probably going to be a way better experience when you're playing the game because you're actually using your physical body instead of like using your, you know. But see, VR is very limited to a certain amount of space. If you guys don't know, like Player One, for example, right? You don't want to be walking around like with big goggles and stuff. Who wants to do that? Right? You want to just like relax, lie down, play the game while you're sleeping. You know, like in a subconscious. You know how like sometimes when you dream, it's like you're almost like dreaming about something. Like, but you're not like in a virtual world. So it'll be interesting. Like, how would that work out? I mean, like people have created like computer chips where they can like transport your mind into like into a computer, right? It'll be like something like that. See, and you know, and my like my personal opinion, I noticed a lot of times I would like when a new update comes out, right? Like from this week, right? There'll be a new update for like all these new tires, right? Yeah, new tires. Yeah, the all-terrain tires. I took a look at it, you know, and I just find these like a lot of the times when I play other games, I find these like things like, oh, new tires, new weapons, new vehicles, any possible logical, like anything that's like I have been like I've seen a lot of people, like some people just find like there are a few people who still like gaming, but oh, it's like you're playing the same game all day long, but you're not really playing as the character. You're just playing as it's just like I don't know how to explain. You're so like you know people are so used to these updates. They're so used to a new season, like new season. Oh yeah, DC. Wow. You know, so many people. I think people are gonna start like, you know, if you're in a couple more years, people are gonna start like quitting gaming because it's not as popular as nowadays. Because gaming is just like there there are more things out in real life that things are starting to get more advanced as years go by. Like for instance, like computer chips in your mind, be able to go to different worlds without having gaming will still be around, but you know I'm not saying game is bad or anything. Oh, shut up. Sorry, it's just like this a friend of mine. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a friend of mine who's like he was he's a old friend that was but let's try to ignore that. So um, another thing to point out is that gaming uh, is it will still be around, right? But would you rather like be able to go into that game, you know, like you're playing VR, but you're not. You're like you're lying in bed. You're lying in bed. Put on a headset. You know what I mean? Like if you guys know the anime SOA, right? The Sword Art Online. That's a good example of what I mean. Basically, would be a good example of what gaming could look like in the near future. You know, I mean, you know, Player One. I don't know if you know this, but do you really want to walk around with a giant headset? Nah, nope, nope. I think it would probably it's gonna be more of like a more like SOA kind of style where because I know like you can do that like there is a way to be able to like you know when you're in a simulation, right? I like you seen in like SoFi movies and stuff where they put you in a like they put you in a like like a you're in a state of mind where you're like sleeping like and or like because in a dream is like the mind is more like the mind is like the most powerful thing in the world. Like it's powerful. It's the pro. It's pretty much controls everything. It controls your heartbeat. It controls your all that kind of stuff. That's why the mind is, and these dreams that people get is what what things can be like if VR was that kind of advanced. And there would be a way to be able to transport yourself. I did mention. So I mean, Fortnite, like if you guys don't know, some people actually tested uh, tested a way to use like VR headsets in like on Fortnite. But would you rather have the be able like if would you rather have the ability to go around like play as that character, like if you're playing as an MMO or anything like that, for example, play as that character, um, and have like you could play as what's that the Aloy or whatever her name is, the Viking girl, right? You could play as her as like as in VR in a or you can create your own character. Like I know, like in Unreal Engine, they're already developing like ways to use your face to face recognition, right? You know, but things like those, gaming is, everyone's gonna like, modding's coming out to Fortnite, but yeah, I mean, that's cool and all. I mean, we can mod, make cool maps. We just got a new we just got like vehicles in creative, and that's that's fine, right? That's fine. Everyone's oh yeah, we can now do like car races. Same thing. It's always what people expect to have the update to expect because gaming is just like it's slowing down quite a bit. It's really slowing down what people think of how gaming. I'll still like play games for now, but I feel like gaming has slowed down quite a bit because sometimes when I think of like playing games myself, I just like um, I just don't find it, you know, don't find it that interesting. When I like when there's a new update, right? There's a new update coming out. Okay, there's a new update. Right. When the new update, like when I said, you know, like when I said yes a few days, well, yesterday, I said like well today's video, I said there's a new bow. Okay. What else? New tires. Okay. What else? People are expecting a little bit more from that. That's why, you know, like downtime will be a little bit longer. Okay, what else? That's what we're expecting. Okay, what else? You know, like new season. Okay, okay. So we got a new season. Whoa, new skins. Okay, got new skin. New new map. Okay, what else? As I said, multiple as I, as I'm going to keep saying, is like what else is in that update? You say new weapons, crafting materials. Yeah, I mean you can do that in real life, right? Okay, you can craft. Okay, What else? You know, and say with like, you know, like new animals. Okay, what else? You know, like give example what I mean. It's like you're not really experience like you're not really having fun with gaming. Like even like when you're playing Call of Duty, like some people, you know, personally, I haven't played Call of Duty my entire life, Call of Duty more Modern Warfare yet, but I might test it out myself. But I'm gonna feel the exact same thing as what I play in Fortnite. You know, like even like when I played League of Legends, like, oh, new like like a new, you know, nerf slash buff, whatever. Whatever, I'm just giving an example of what I mean. I'm talking about discussion video. This video is all about talking about, you know, discussion about like gaming and how gaming is progressing. You know, like same with technology itself. Technology's got so much advanced. We just got the PlayStation 5, right? You know, and new clouds, right? Look at the clouds in the background. There are new clouds in the background. Yeah, that's cool. That's amazing. You know, and like the new PlayStation looks like the new PlayStation 5 has just like it looks so futuristic because people want something like something that's really unique that has never been seen before. Say with the Xbox. I don't know, it just looks, you know, giant fridge. But you know, like things like the new PlayStation Dual Sense. Now that's incredible. Now that's now that's a really cool idea right there. Dual sense, be able to feel things is not really feel things, but be able to feel like the, you know, what would be really cool is to be able to feel like the actual, like the feeling of like the, like, like the textures of the, how things like, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? You know, that would be like more like VR kind of style, because VR would definitely be that kind of style where you get to feel like the, you know, like what if we combined the headset from SOA with like you know, something like VR virtual reality where we be able to feel things like, you know, like player one, for example, right? But what I think is going to happen in the future for virtual reality is that it's going to be more on the lines with, you know, like like those kind of anime like that, right? And I'm hoping in the near future, like probably in 2022 or such forth, or any of those years, we'll be able to have like be able to feel things like 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 be able to eat things in like in a virtual world, right? Be able to like what's real and what's virtual, right? You won't be able to feel things, but you'll be able to see things in a different perspective. In in player one, you know, you got the, you know, but we're just gonna talk about like I'm just like basically talking about the whole gaming section of everything. Like specifically, gaming is still it's gonna still be around, you know, for future generations, right? Right? Gaming won't leave, but for me, I don't like find gaming that really. You know, I start to just, you know, I just start to move away from the gaming side of things. Like a lot of times when I play, normally I would just do some challenges for some people, right? As you guys know, this the burn structure set things on structures. If you don't know, this one is broken. Now revive a teammate is like I don't know, it's impossible to do for me, but you know, gaming is just like I don't know. It's 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 just like it's not popular anymore. I don't find it that popular. But and then there's like other like, you know, I mean they add like these new LTM's like right now they just like a few months ago they had a comeback, the comeback LTM where you basically, and then they also had the VP LTM where, if you guys don't know, the VP LTM was a really cool LTM. Uh, but there are a lot of talks, you know, do I feel like gaming that pop? Do people feel like gaming is that popular? Somewhat, somewhat not. Some people's, some people, some people don't really find gaming that interesting anymore. Uh, but in virtual reality, I just find virtual reality a little bit more popular nowadays because as I think about it, you know, it's gonna be a lot more cooler to go in a game instead of like you playing the game as a, you know, like imagine you be able to go in game, use your physical body instead of like using a keyboard and mouse. Like say you're sweating like crazy, right? You don't have to like press all these keys and stuff. You're actually using your body in like you're actually like using a virtual reality headset or like some kind of like virtual stuff, and you're using like you could do like sword fighting or you can have battles like ting ting ting, like shing shing, you know like or like bows, you be able to feel like what's the strength of a bow. Like there are so many things you can do, like you know and then it's just like when you fire a bow, you gotta pull it back so far because it's gonna feel like, oh my god, it feels so real in a virtual world. So in reality, which one's better? Would you rather play in a virtual world, or would you rather play in a normal world? For me, I would rather play in a virtual world. I mean, it's not good for your health, but it is fun to do. The the only thing that I'm waiting for is be able to go in that world. Play a virtual world in in any game out there. Go play in a virtual world with like be able to punch something or use a sword or use a like I mean you can do that in real life, but in a virtual world, you know, you can like you could create like imaginary like you could think of like if someone created a virtual world, you'd be able to have like things like art, right? For example, you could just like, oh, I'm gonna paint this, right? You can use your hands, right? You can do that in virtual world right now, but like you'll be able to like if you were self conscious, like as I said, you'll be able to paint like pieces like things with like using your if like in game like you could just like or like have a battle with like a like a robot or like the Storm King for example. Like you can have or any like bosses. You can have like an MMO, like a battle royale, or like go in a virtual world. Like you can like go in the virtual world and have all these things be at your fingertips. Like earn boss loot, you know, like imagine something like that. Imagine something like that in real life. Just imagine how many, like you can do so many things if there was a way to have a virtual. I mean, we already have virtual reality like VR and stuff with the headset and stuff, but like a mindset. Oh, now that's a little bit different, right? You can play that. A lot of times when I play like, when I'm playing Save the World, right? I would love to play Save the World all the time, but see, it's it's all depends. Like, do you want to be here or do you want to be in there, fighting monsters? You know, like things like using like different weapons, swords, you know, and be able to feel like the how it feels like in a real world, how it feels like if the sword was like heavy, it would feel like in a virtual world the sword would be feel heavy. You'll be able to have shields, you know. They're like in a virtual, you'll be able to feel like not really feel, but you'll feel the weight of the like how heavy it is, right? Yeah, and there's so many possibilities you can do, you know. So in a virtual world, would it be better or would it be worse? Which one would you rather pick? I want you guys to leave a comment down below as to which one would you rather pick. Would you rather be able to go into a game, right, with a headset, like a mindset, for example, go in game, right, like you're, but in the real world you're self-conscious, like go in game and be able to have like go in there and um like like be able to like see things that you never seen before. Things like fighting bosses, things like eliminating players or anything like that. You know, just imagine like Fortnite being like that in real life, in a virtual world. Anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Now, if you guys started watching the video on the first part, just on the first like couple minutes, make sure you just watch the full video because I was discussing a lot of things about this. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Subscribe if you're new. Just please, 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 please watch the whole video. I really want to just, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in a later video, probably in a few, in like months or so. I don't know when. But just please, 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 please watch the full video. That's all I ask. Is to watch the full video and I'll tell you a little bit more about what I think for the future of gaming and how like also I want you guys to leave it down in the comments down below for as to what you think the future of gaming could be like in the future, in the near future. For me, you know, we're gonna get modding for Fortnite, right? But we already seen modding everywhere. We've seen it in Minecraft. We've seen it like other games. But you know, yeah, we're so used to these things coming and going every single day, right? We're so used to this. Like when the whole like when this you know stuff this all this crazy shenanigans go shenan shenan shen, shenanigans like the thing with the corona like COVID-19 and all that kind of stuff with the pandemic. When that is all gone, right? People come back to gaming, but you know overall, I don't see gaming that coming back anytime soon. But leave down your comments. Would you rather would you rather be able to go in game like subconsciously go in game, right, and play as that character, like without like keyboard and stuff, like use your physical body, like create your own custom character or anything like that. So watch the full video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all later. Good.